Welcome to Factful Finance, where we turn financial wisdom into everyday action. Have you ever felt like you're walking a tightrope, balancing income that doesn't come in steady paychecks? If you've got an irregular income stream, whether you're a freelancer, contractor, or entrepreneur, it can sometimes feel like you're living in financial limbo. But don't worry, we've got strategies that will help you take control and manage your finances like a pro. Before we dive in, a quick reminder. This content is for educational purposes only. For personalized advice, always consult a professional. Now, let's tackle the challenge of managing an irregular income. We're going to break it down into actionable steps that will not only keep you afloat, but help you thrive, even when your paycheck isn't as predictable as a 9-to-5 salary. Step 1. Build a solid budget with flexibility. When income is unpredictable, sticking to a rigid budget can feel like trying to squeeze into shoes that are too tight. Instead, focus on flexible budgeting that accounts for the highs and lows of your earnings. One method that works well is the 50-30-20 rule. This means you allocate 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. But here's the catch. When you're paid more than usual, don't go on a spending spree. Instead, put the extra income into your savings or toward paying down any debt. For instance, let's say Mia, a freelance writer, gets a big payment for a project. Rather than splurging, she places 70% of it into her emergency fund, helping her weather leaner months. Step 2. Create an emergency fund and stick to it. The importance of an emergency fund cannot be overstated when you're managing an unpredictable income. It's your safety net when income is low or when there's a delay in payments. Financial experts recommend having 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. For example, James, a web designer, uses his high months to build up his emergency fund. He knows that when income dips, this cushion will keep him stress-free and on track. Step 3. Predict your income patterns. It's time to become your own financial detective. By tracking your income over a few months or even a year, you can identify patterns that will help you better predict when you might earn more and when things might be slower. This can give you insight into what to expect, so you can plan accordingly. Elijah, a photographer, tracks his income based on seasonality, knowing that summer is his peak season for weddings and events. By forecasting his earnings, he can plan for quieter months and save accordingly. Step 4. Automate your savings. It's easy to think you'll save later, but saving when you're living paycheck to paycheck, especially if that paycheck is inconsistent, can be a tough habit to form. That's where automation comes in. Set up automatic transfers to a savings account each time you get paid, even if it's just a small amount. Whether it's $50 or $500, automating this process makes it less likely for you to spend money that should be saved. For instance, Isabella, an artist, sets her savings to auto-transfer 10% of her income every time she receives a payment, ensuring she never misses the opportunity to save. Step 5. Consider irregular income-specific tools and apps. Luckily, technology can lend a hand. Apps like You Need a Budget, YNAB, or Mint are great for tracking your cash flow, even if it's coming in at odd intervals. They help you manage irregular income, plan for upcoming expenses, and stay ahead of your financial goals. Benjamin, a personal trainer, uses YNAB to track his income across multiple sources: personal training sessions, group classes, and online programs. It gives him a clearer picture of his financial health and helps him stay on top of his spending. Step 6. Minimize debt and manage cash flow. Lastly, managing debt becomes even more crucial when your income is unpredictable. High-interest debt like credit cards can be a burden if you don't have steady cash flow. Focus on paying down high-interest debt first and consider consolidating if needed. This will free up cash in the long run. Lucas, a consultant, uses his larger months to pay off credit card balances, ensuring that when things slow down, he's not saddled with interest fees. There you have it. By building a flexible budget, saving consistently, predicting income patterns, automating savings, using the right tools, and managing debt, you'll have a financial strategy that works even when your income doesn't. What's the first step you'll take toward managing your income if it's irregular? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your approach. Thanks for watching Factful Finance. If you found this video helpful, why not subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more tips to boost your financial confidence. We think you'll find the next video on screen helpful for your financial goals. Give it a watch. Remember, this content is for educational purposes only. Always consult a professional for personalized guidance.